Alex, give that to Daddy. Alex.
I've heard stories through silence and life at the end, and declare that today was the best day we've lived. But the end of the night draws a calm to the dark, where I dream you exist in the places you aren't.
Give it to Daddy, Alex.
I'm cold inside, and these pictures can't even explain what's missing in my life. The coldest of calendars, I couldn't have it any better. Half the time I'm alive just to see your smile. I'm cold inside. I'm cold inside. Someday you will understand. Just takes a little time. There's a letter here waiting to go in the mail. In my head it's all there, but I'm not quite prepared to fade away. Don't fade away. Somehow I'm trying to do this right. I'm cold inside, and these pictures can't even explain what's missing in my life. The coldest of calendars, I couldn't have it any better.
I suppose there have been plenty of times that I've been called bitter. I feel that that is so far off from left field that it's laughable. I'm not bitter. I like to think of myself more as a seething, festering, angry woman with bitter undercurrents. Now, I must clarify, I'm not bitter about having a child with autism. Alex is not the cause of my condition. Allow me to explain. One day I was having a conversation with a parent who had heard from another parent who had heard from someone else that I'm in denial. I don't really believe Alex has autism because I wanted to be mainstream someday. If I didn't find this revelation to be so completely absurd, I might have found the gossip girl and poked her really hard in the neck with a pen. But the gossip isn't that far off. I am in denial. I deny that Alex is not capable. I refuse to accept that he isn't college material. Now, my real targets aren't the gossipers. Let's face it. If gossiping were illegal, I'd be serving life. My wrath is aimed at the system that claims to help families dealing with autism. Let me pull back the curtain and show you how that system is set up. Your 1 to 2-year-old has stopped using baby babble. Your toddler no longer responds to hearing you call his name. Your toddler spins bowls and laughs like it's hilarious. You worry. You take baby to pediatrician. Pediatrician lectures you on how all children reach developmental milestones at different ages, and you're just being silly and worrisome. Your mommy instincts take over, and you begin to do some research online. And you discover that all the cute little weirdo things he's been doing are all indicators for autism. Walking on his tiptoes, waving his hands in front of his face. You cry to relatives who tell you you're being crazy. You ignore them and see a pediatric neurologist to get evaluations done. You wait 3 weeks for the results. You leave the office devastated with the word autism ringing in your ears. Nothing. Nothing. You find out you can put him in early intervention and how fortunate you are to have an early diagnosis. You send your tiny 2-year-old on a bus. You stand at the curb to wave to him through the window, and he looks right through you. And you have never felt more alone, more emotionally void, more isolated. Nothing. Nothing. You spend hours researching autism treatments. Your marriage is dying. Your other child is confused. He's lost the mommy he knew who laughed and played and tickled and told bedtime stories. Now all he knows is anger, impatience, and neglect. Nothing. Nothing. You find out that you're eligible for a waiver for services and respite. You find out there's a waiting list. You find out that you're number 542 on the list. You find out that those with catastrophic events get preferential slots. And you wonder, what could be more catastrophic than having a child that doesn't seem to love you or even know you exist? Through your research, you learned that there are a number of excellent methods for teaching children with autism. You feel hope. You look for these services and find they don't exist in your area. You find these services outside your area, but you can't afford them. You find out that autism is an exclusion on your health insurance. Nothing. Nothing. You try to keep up on the research, the laundry, the cooking, the cleaning, special ed law, mental health parity. You lose all your friends, you don't care. You alienate family, you don't want them. Nothing. Nothing. You send him to school. They tell you how wonderfully your child is progressing. You believe them. You find out he isn't making any progress. You find out that education is a business. You find out that no one gives a damn about his progress. And you realize you must do it yourself. You spend hours sitting at the kitchen table teaching your child to read. You push, you push, you push, you push. They aren't ever going to come to you with a complimentary breakfast buffet of what your child needs. You must go out and get it. You must get what your child is entitled to. Never give up. Never give in. Never stop fighting. So I say to those who think I don't really believe Alex has autism, that's fine. Keep lowering your standards for your children. Keep believing what the professionals are telling you. Do you know what you'll get? Nothing! Does that sound bitter to you?
The coldest of calendars, I couldn't have it any better. Half the time I were alive just to see your smile. Sometimes I feel cold inside, and it feels like I am sleeping outside. Indoors, there's a light I can see in your eyes.